Daniel still family ties. I'm sure he's. I just don't have time. Or the desire to meet another one of Fred's dream, dreary friends. They just weren't fun, and there was no reason to think that this one would be any different. They never were. If she was going to fall for a man, and he wanted it to be someone great, otherwise, why brother? She had decided years before that she had rather serve home alone than go out with a dad, just for the sake of going out. And everyone tried to hard on New Year's Eve and drank too much, including Fred. Whitney thought he walked on water, which was nice. Annie's role models for relationships were her late sister and brother in law, who had been madly in love until the end. She didn't want less than that for herself or even for their kids. She had talked about them a lot to their children over the years, and there were photos of Jane and Bill everywhere. She had kept their memory alive for all of them. Annie got up to go check on the turkey, and Ted wandered in a few minutes later in pajama bottoms and a t-shirt, looking like an overgrown boy. At 24, he was a handsome man, like his father, and when she checked, the turkey was looking good and turning brown. Do you need help? Ted offered, as he poured himself a glass of orange juice and handed one to his aunt. I think I'm fine. You can help me cook. That's good. It's great being here. I get tired of living with three guys at my apartment. There are all such slopes, like your sister, Annie said with a rueful smile as they sat down at the kitchen table. Actually, they were worse than Katie. Ted grinned. That's scary, Annie said, as her younger niece walked into the room. Her spiky hair was standing up straight, and she was wearing a flannel nightgown with skulls all over it. Annie made them both scrambled eggs and then basted the turkey as the two young people thanked her for the breakfast and devoured it. It's nice to be home, Katie said happily, as Annie smiled at her and leaned over and kissed her. It's nice for me too, Annie said softly. This place is a tomb without you. You need to meet a guy, Katie said firmly, and Annie rolled her eyes. You sound like Whitney. She says hi, by the way. Hi to her, Katie said easily, and then Annie saw that she had Tinkerbell on the other forearm. What is that? Ted commented with a look of disapproval that his sister was familiar with, a tribute to Disney. You are just jealous, Katie said, and then put her plate in the dishwasher. I think Annie should get a tattoo. It would give her a whole new look. What's wrong with my old look? Besides, it would scare my clients, I am sure. They would love it, Katie insisted. Don't listen to Mr. Clean here. He wouldn't know style if it beat him on the ass. He was stuck in 1950. Give it to Beaver. That's better than the cartoon faced on your arms. What's next? Cinderella or Snow White? I think I should get an eagle on my chest, Annie said pensively as Katy grinned. I will design it for you if you want. You could do a butterfly on your back. I did a great one for the tattoo parlor last week. They have already used it for 2 people. There is a career goal for you, Ted commented drily. Tattoo artist. I will bet Mom and Dad would have loved that. What do you know? Katie looked annoyed by the comment. Maybe they would have thought law school was boring. They had more pizzas. More pizza that. They had more pizzas that. They would have been proud of you both. Annie intervened in the discussion and basted the bird in the oven again. We should probably get dressed. It was 11 o'clock by then.